ta-da.
So,
the winners.
The big winners.
Best score won by Gravity. Perfectly agree with that.
Yeah.
I would have also loved it. Saving Mr. Banks would have won because I just have a thing with that score. But it's fine. I was happy. Good for Gravity. And even like when Stephen Prince was just hanging out casually with Thomas Newman and John Williams.
Yes,
as you do. Let's start with Best Supporting Actress, Lupita.
Yes. No.
It's fine.
Well, obviously, we wanted for Jennifer Lawrence to be doing, not just because it's Jennifer Lawrence, but because I really do believe she deserved it. In a movie that in general I didn't love, American Hustle, I didn't think it was that big a deal. But I believe that Amy Adams and Jennifer Lawrence were exquisite. And the thing is that Jennifer Lawrence is a young actress that you can see her process, you can see her getting better from one movie to the next. And the really great thing is that from Hunger Games to Silver Linings Playbook and American Hustle is 3 completely different characters, and she actually did that. It's 3 completely different ways of acting, and she mastered it. She nailed it, really.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I really do believe she should have won. It's one of the most essential things to be able to play many different parts, but also play them in a different way, become a complete different person. It's like the reason why...
It's versatility.
Exactly. It's the reason why Meryl Streep, for example, is so praised in Hollywood, because over so many years and so many parts, every time she's a different person, that's why she's so big.
Lupita won. I'm fine with it, I guess, just because of that already famous scene with the soap.
Yeah.
Which
was
really
the best scene of the movie.
Which is the only reason that film is good for us. But we'll get to that also later.
Good for her. She's a young actress.
Yeah, I mean,
and
kudos at her age. At her
exactly. And I like the thing she said, that no matter where you come from, there is no limit to your dreams. So yes, good.
Good for you, Lupita. Best Supporting Actor.
Jared Leto from
Dallas Buyers Club.
I thought he was the one I wanted to win. He was really great. I mean, he had some heartbreaking scenes in Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah, and his speech was also quite nice.
Yes.
Best Actress.
No! That's... Well, who else? Obviously Kate!
No.
I mean, check our previous videos. In every single one of them, I've been saying that she will win. And she didn't! Well, what did you expect, obviously? They were so tough. Great. It was so tough.
But I mean, Kate's from our point of view, was obviously the winner.
Yeah. She was perfect. I mean, if it wasn't for Kate, probably I would have gone for Amy Adams.
Yes.
But in this category, there was Cate Blanchett, Amy Adams, Meryl Streep, Judi Dench, and Sandra Bullock. Also Sandra Bullock, a very big hit this year. She was very good in Gravity.
Yes.
A very good Sandra
Honestly,
Bullock.
as I said, I would have been okay with anyone to win, but it's understandable, even more understandable why Kate won. So kudos for Kate.
Yes. Well, the one thing we would like to mention, it's always a big thing, the speech, the acceptance speech that the actors give when they're on stage with their pretty little guy. I mean this guy, not anything else.
Okay.
Yes. As always, she kind of has this attitude when she receives an award to say that I didn't deserve it and I don't understand why you picked me. So at the beginning, I didn't really pay attention to that. I was like, oh, Kate, you always do that.
Yeah, but then she said 2 keywords in my opinion. She said that thank you so much or something like that for giving me this random and subjective award.
Exactly. Which at the beginning, I had a huge question mark on why she said that, but I was like, well, she's very happy, she doesn't know what she says. But after the Oscars, we had a very interesting discussion. Please proceed saying what you told me.
No, I was just like, from my point of view, what she meant is that all the Academy Award members, the ones that actually vote and that make the nominees and all that, not only they're probably all friends among them, yes, so they're already not being objective, which you probably would like from an award show.
And as big as the Oscars and as prestigious.
There's also this thing that's going on, as far as I know, that they're actually actively promoting either films or actors or whatever, nominees throughout them, like basically networking and promoting it.
There is a whole new marketing campaign just for the Oscars so that you can win. It's not just that they send a movie and say, please watch it and consider it for best movie. You have to promote it to the Academy so that it will be considered as a winner, which is really disappointing. The Oscars should be as a...
So, and Kate, I like that because through her speech she actually acknowledged that she realizes that it's not winning the Oscar doesn't mean that she is the best.
Yeah, and at the same time she wasn't ungrateful, she wasn't too stupid, crying, laughing at the same time. She was there and she knew what to say, when to say it in a very good and precise way. So I
love that because she had a very elegant way of accepting while also being realistic.
Yeah, exactly. I also like that she acknowledged the fact that it's not only movies, but it's the combination of her theater career and her movie career that made her the actress who she is, and I love the fact that she acknowledged that, as well as that she pointed out that films with female characters in the center of it still make money and still people go and see them. It's something I really liked. Best acceptance speech this year, I would say.
And along with Jared Leto, I would say.
Yeah.
Then we go to Best Actor. Matthew McConaughey won for this one. It was already rumored that he would win. He was topping the betting odds as well. For some reason, everybody thought he would win. Although, as far as I know, everybody also wanted Leonardo DiCaprio to win.
The thing is that obviously, Leonardo DiCaprio is a very good actor, very devoted actor, an actor that hasn't done stupid choices in his career. Having said that, we have to remember that the Academy doesn't give awards for your career in general. They give the honorary awards if you're 80 years old and if you've never gotten an Oscar.
Yeah, it's one of those awards that he might actually die soon.
Yeah. So it's like that's why they're called honorary awards. So in this case we have to think that we have Wolf of Wall Street and Dallas Buyers Club. I like Wolf of Wall Street much more, but I think we have to think that who Matthew McConaughey was and who he is now. I mean, he made a huge step coming from rom-coms to play someone like that changed his entire body and went through many things to play someone like that. I think Dallas Buyers Club is a very interesting film. I told you I like Wolf of Wall Street more, but it's a quite important film for his career. So from this, probably, so from this aspect, I do understand the Academy, although I was really devastated when Leo didn't win yet again.
On the other hand, I guess some might say that Matthew McConaughey's performance in the film was a bit more subtle and realistic than DiCaprio, who, in some parts anyway, seemed like maybe he was overacting. Maybe. So it depends from point of view, from person to person. Point is, we wanted Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes, we really did, and we were really, really devastated when
from more than one point of view.
As I said before, think about what both of them have been through. I mean, it's a huge transformation for Matthew McConaughey, and I think that's partly what the Academy wanted to award him for. On the other hand, Leonardo DiCaprio has been in millions of Scorsese films, which are all awesome. At the same time, though, it's a bit dangerous because he keeps being directed by the same guy, which makes him kind of fall in the trap of typecasting. So now you see, when he gets angry, it's something you've seen before. When he's crying, it's something you've seen before. So it's quite of a danger. If you check back on our New Year's special, you'll see that we're talking about Django Unchained and Great Gatsby, where the two movies that you actually saw some new part of his acting talent coming up, which is great. I mean, I think I particularly said that it's always interesting to see something new from actors that you know and love, and that was a good thing. But I would suggest that he has to go through that path again, different directors, different parts, instead of just staying to the same thing. I think it's a big danger for his career.
and hopefully we'll see him win the Oscar finally soon.
May, please.
I'd also like to mention that it was nice that Great Gatsby won 2 Oscars as well,
Yes, for production and costume design.
which both were from the director's wife,
Yeah.
which isn't weird.
It's a family business, really.
Apparently. Gravity won really, I think, all the technical awards.
Won 7 awards, yes, all the technical, including screenplay and direction. But, leading to our last topic for today's video, the big winner of the night, which was 12 Years a Slave.
Because it won Best Film Award
Yes.
and Best Supporting Actress. Really.
Yes. For which we're not really happy
No.
about. Before you start judging us and trying to kill us or something, I don't know what, we are the only 2 people, no, actually I know one more, that didn't actually like the film.
Okay, so disclaimer, I guess. Let's make a difference between the events portrayed in the film and what's happening in the film and the actual film. We didn't really like the film for a multitude of reasons.
Yeah.
Starting from the fact that it didn't really feel like 12 years, but more like 48 hours of being a slave.
Yes.
You didn't really see the aging process or 12 years passing by in any way. You'd see mistakes that you noticed. Miha noticed some mistakes, like the actor getting out of the room and actually having to do this shit because the camera was too close.
Yeah, which is really something you don't even see in amateur videos. We don't say that the story was not good. The story is a true story, and it's sad, it's inspiring, it's truly it gives you chills and stuff like that to imagine that things like that happened and up to a point might still be happening. It's really scary. We are talking more about the technical facts of the technical parts of the movie, which we didn't really appreciate.
And not only that, but that's the thing, you said it. It's such a heartbreaking story. You should make me cry from after 2 minutes. It
Yeah.
should be like My Sister's Keeper. You know, it would be ridiculous. But halfway through the movie, I started watching at a time, which is never a good sign.
Yeah.
And I honestly, don't take this the wrong way, but I couldn't care less if he actually died.
Yeah,
I was just-
which again, it's not a problem of the story,
It's
obviously.
the way the film was made.
the way
It didn't
you
make me
bring it-
care about the
Exactly,
character.
exactly.
And I mean, once you do that, especially in such a story, that I don't think that's my fault. I think
Yeah,
that's
obviously,
the
because the
film's fault.
story itself is there, and it tells you, bring me to life and make me a really heartbreaking story. In between those 2 fights, there is the director whose job is to do all these things, and his job we didn't really appreciate.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
You also get like the score, which we thought was massively disappointed. Not only because it was Hans Zimmer, not only because the main theme was the exact chord progression like Gravity, only with a slightly different orchestration. I appreciated the fact that he tried to experiment with like electric cellos and stuff in some parts, but it was just like it didn't have any identity. It didn't like why?
Yeah.
Exaggerations, which it kind of proves a point, but also it's taken to such a length
to
that,
another level.
yeah, it's taken to such a length that okay, I get your point.
Yes, go
Stop it.
on.
Like that scene where he's like struggling not to. Okay, I probably that's being made on purpose just to actually
Yeah.
make us feel like that, but it could have been done other way, I guess.
There is like a slight balance between making me feel something and bringing me in the picture and
making me bored.
look at my watch.
Yeah.
So it's things like that.
And acting-wise as well, you noticed at the beginning there were some actors that were like acting like in a play, like in a freaking
But in a
medieval
bad play.
Yeah, like and
A bit over the top, I would say.
yeah, the acting wasn't like homogenous, I guess, throughout
Yeah.
the cast.
I guess, as we said before, the scene towards the end with Lupita and the soap was that scene
Lupita
was really
Lupita was great.
Yes.
I also liked Fassbender
and Benedict Cumberbatch.
and Benedict Cumberbatch. Didn't really care that much for the main actor. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I mean, her Lupita's scene was really powerful, really great. That in a film that in its total would be good, this scene would stand out even more and would make it awesome. Her scene we loved, but the rest just
Her
didn't
scene is
stand
the
up to
only
our standards, I guess.
Our standards.
No, as viewers, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that everyone is just gonna say that we know nothing about film, and probably we don't, but we're still viewers. We go to the movies
Yeah,
like
we have a right to
3
wanna play.
times a week, so yes. Also, you have to say that American Hustle didn't win a thing.
Which is ouch.
It
And also,
was a bit painful.
and I think the fact the way the show started with Ellen.
Yes, that's the highlight, the most important thing when it comes to
I think that kind of sends a message, because Ellen said that option number 1, 12 Years a Slave wins Best Picture. Option number 2, everyone's a racist.
Yes.
So it kind of puts you in the premise that if you don't give 12 Years a Slave the Best Film award, the Academy will be considered racist for some reason.
Well, but for what I said at that moment when I heard that, well, in the same sense, why did Django Unchained it didn't win last year? So why not? Are they racist because this didn't win Best Film?
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe it was such a popular choice that 12 Years a Slave would win that Ellen actually believed that if they didn't win, it's racist. But I think, knowing Ellen,
yes, exactly,
is a bit of a.
It was kind of a Kate Blanchett comment. They both fall into that category.
Yeah, we thought that they probably gave Gravity all the other awards just so they can give 12
Not that they didn't deserve. Gravity deserved all those awards, like what, sound effects, visual effects, music, or all those things that it won. It absolutely did deserve it, but it gave us the idea that they just gave them all to Gravity so that they could balance it out when they gave 12 Years a Slave Best Picture, so that they would say, you're a better movie, but we're not gonna give you Best Movie.
Yes, in my opinion, Gravity should have won Best Picture.
Yes, because as we've said to our video made for Gravity, not only is an amazing film from the technical point of view, and I know there are many people that say that those things could not happen in reality and cannot happen because of laws of physics. Probably they can. I'm not gonna pretend that I know because I don't know.
But again, we're not watching a fucking documentary.
Exactly. And the thing is that besides all the technical aspects of the film that were great, it was a film with actual. It had a message. It had, I think, up to a point, a philosophical message. It had all those oppositions, of a human being against the vast universe, and how can you survive that.
And it was a roller coaster as an experience. It made you barf, it made you cry, it made you laugh, it made you everything.
Yes, so there you see the work of an actual director. I mean, the DVD is actually out, and I'm going to buy it one of these days. It has 3 hours of extras on how they shot it. Yes, we're gonna die watching it. But just saying, to close the matter, I also wish to say one last thing.
Too many commercials.
Yes, God. But anyhow, on the eve of the Oscars, I was reading an article on all the winners of Best Pictures since the first Oscars up until today. And you could actually, what you could see from that point is, besides the fact that some years it just doesn't make any sense that those movies won over some other films, like, I don't know, from Chicago to, I don't know, there are many examples if you go through this list. But the thing is that you get to see some, let's say, not very fair choices, that time was not very fair to them as well. So if you choose a film that at that point everyone says, well, this is not the best film, the other films that you have in the same category are much better. Well, time is the better judge, and you see that those movies don't age well, and I think probably 12 Years a Slave is going to be one of those that 2 years from now or 1 year from now we're going to be, so who was the winner in the 2014
Yeah, I think this is kind of what's already happening with Argo for me. I mean, last year's Argo was just, it wasn't okay, it was a good movie, but
not memorable.
I wouldn't give it.
I don't know about Argo, but I'm pretty sure that 12 Years a Slave is not going to age very well.
No, I don't think so either. Gravity left a much bigger impact in cinematography and the world in general.
Obviously, and it sets a standard higher to what you will expect for a space film in the future.
Yeah, well, 12 Years a Slave just set a new level of boredom. Anyway, after I was so mean and rude, oh well.
It happens.
Yes. Hope you enjoyed this special episode
about the Oscars. If you have any comments, suggestions, questions, maybe, or anything you'd like to discuss, because we've been through many discussions about the Oscars this year, please comment. We will answer.
And also leave us maybe ideas for films that you'd like to hear us blabber about.
Yes.
Really.
Please do, actually. That would be cool.
And follow our new Facebook page for the alert. And
thank you very much for watching.
Thank you. Go by anyway.
Bye, Nina! Sorry,
Why did I-
the whole
I just
Oscar
had to.
thing just made me forget. I'm so sorry, Nina. I'm so sorry.